What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is 3antozz. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is Tigerboss. Yes, this is the third attempt at doing this. Both players used their vetoes. So if you guys are wondering why a player didn't use their veto now from the rest of this series, you will know why. The reason is because there's no vetoes left. So we'll see how things are going to go here as the game will continue. But this is the group stages of the Challengers League, players vying for a spot in next season's Champions League, and also the grand total prize pool of $500, possibly the highest prize pool for a kind of a tournament, which in Age of Mythology, which does not include the top 16, 18 players. So very, very excited to see how this game is going to come about. We do see that 3antozz not wanting to try his hand at Poseidon here, wanting to go in with the Hades. Hades is I would say a much, much stronger god against Oranos, though Poseidon does have his kind of advantages, and I would say some of those advantages do ring true on a map like Oasis, where if you chuck a lure down, especially if you chuck the lure down on a like forward location, like say you chuck it down on this granary here, there's chances that you actually steal your opponent's giraffe, which can be really, really big. So there are reasons to go Poseidon over going Hades here as we see 3antozz. Oh, I like that move. I like that move indeedy. As the you see 3antozz, he moves around the back, makes sure the giraffe is shot towards the granary instead of away from the granary. It's little things like that that really get me going, if you know, get me wanting to get up in the morning. Just knowing that everyone is out there trying to be as efficient as possible. I love the double wood, double gold opener here from 3antozz. Tigerboss, on the other hand, looks like he's going for a 4-minute advance time. That's what this looks like. It must be we'll see how it's going to go. It's definitely, I mean, he's got his temple up. He's got his house over on this position here. He could potentially go for an extra little bit of shenanigans as well, if he so chose. But he is looking for that classical age for the 4-minute mark here. And he's going to be able to start putting pressure onto 3antozz really, really early. Now, the name of the game here for 3antozz is to get up a second town center. And the name of the game here for the early aggression of a no hunting dogs advancing Oranos player on Oasis is to push off the hunt and stop the town center. It's vitally important. 3antozz here, he should be looking for an advance time around about now, but he has decided to go for the early Ajax. This will help him defend in this game. He's gone for it a little bit earlier than I would have actually liked, possibly going for like a more standard 4:30 advance time or 4:39 advance time here. Wouldn't have been that bad of a deal. As you can see, his advance time here is kind of suffered just simply because he's had to move out onto that secondary hunt. Now, we do see the Oracle already in position there, going to be ready to start harassing if Tigerboss wants to. One option for Tigerboss to do is to send all of his Oracles back to his hunt over here. As soon as he gets the second age, you can heroize those Oracles and start getting aggressive, especially because he has the villagers. But as we see Tigerboss hitting that second age, he's going to be dropping both of those counter barracks as the Promethean offspring is going to start motoring across the map here. Going to be looking for something to harass. It's going the opposite way that it should be to be hitting these villages on the giraffes. And the giraffes, there's only 200 food left in them. And then 3antozz is just going to be moving back into his own base. Now, one thing that is very, very difficult here for 3antozz, he's got this gold mine on the front of his base. It does have a palm tree blocking it in, but it is very, very open as 3antozz now just about to hit that second age. Going to be grabbing the Chiron straight away. Has the Minotaur out here. And I'm not sure a fast town center here against the Terma is going to be quite the best decision, as we do see just a little bit of micro here from Tigerboss, getting himself his hero Terma, coming in here to start dealing with this as 3antozz. He basically has to run here as Tigerboss can just step back, little bit of micro, get a ton of damage onto this Ajax. 3antozz is going to be using this to buy time to grab this town center over here. And I love this town center grab here. I didn't notice it before, but the town center in range of that gold mine is going to be absolutely huge. We see the Tigerboss getting taken down. The Ajax is going to be getting chased around here. 3antozz, he's obviously just doing this as a distraction measure to get up his town center. He does not care about this Ajax. Using it to buy time. He's definitely gotten a decent amount of time out of that one there, as 3antozz is now 9 villagers deep here on this town center, and it is shooting up very, very fast with the Minotaur intact as well. We see the Chiron coming over here. Going to be looking to get a little bit of damage onto this as both players, well, actually, look, I think the Chiron can actually start firing on these Terma, but the Termas will not be able to start firing on the Chiron as the town center does end up coming up there, and that will allow 3antozz a really, really nice position in this game, forcing the Terma to, if they want to get through here, they've got to go past 2, 3 sentinels and a town center if they want to run by here. There is a wall potential that can be thrown up over on this location. We will be seeing that Chiron sniping down both of those Promethean offspring as the Terma sneaking through here, try and get a little bit of damage as the villager trying to garrison into that town center. It does manage to get back there as the villager's getting pulled off of the berries. Getting a little bit of shank action here as the Minotaur will meet its demise here very, very fast. I love that 3antozz has just utilized that Minotaur there to target down the Terma heroes, where he can actually attack and not having to use his special ability here. One hero Terma remaining with only 7 HP as the villagers have to get pulled off of those berries there. He can jump over onto the wood, start thinking about farms. Obviously, he wants those berry bushes as best as he possibly can as the Terma getting pushed back there. They will be able to actually push in and push off this gold mine as well. And also being on the back line over here, they will be able to push off this gold mine for a little bit as well. As 3antozz, he's not actually able to start villager production. Oh, not villager production. Hippocon production just yet. So we do see the Chiron coming in. Snipes one. Terma. There's a couple of more very low HP Terma here. This Chiron will be able to get some kills off. We do see the second town center coming up here for Tigerboss. He doesn't have any economic upgrades just yet, but he's going to be going straight to those 3 town centers here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have an incredible economy here, and 3antozz, simply put, is going to be on the back foot for this entire game. However, the huge thing that 3antozz has got going for him here is that he's cut the map off. He's got a gold mine here. He's got a gold mine here. He's got a gold mine up here that he could potentially grab as well. So he's got a lot of stuff here. Good garrison micro there from 3antozz, keeping his villagers alive. He should be a little bit more careful with these low HP villagers. He's got, and we are seeing that this is what he's going to do. He's going to move those low HP villagers back into his town center here. He could take some of those food villagers off of this, move them over onto the gold mine here. We do see the farms are up now for 3antozz. Does he have plow? He doesn't have plow just yet, but I'm sure that's on the cards very, very shortly. We see the economic guild is now up for Tigerboss as he wants to grab the husbandry to help his food economy, as he's going to be looking to pump villagers out here very, very fast. Needs all the food income he can get. Now, the big question here is what sort of 3 town center play are we going to see from this point on? So Oranos does this opening quite a bit. Generally speaking, you get somewhere between 6 and 9 early game units. You run around, you try and put some pressure onto your opponent, make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. After that, you make a decision. Do you stay in the classical age, pump up the 145 population? Do you go to the heroic age? Do you go to the mythic age? The more I watch this matchup, the more I feel like Oranos players, they're not quite understanding what they need to do now. I watched a game recently of Sensui playing against Hades, especially on a map like this, where the Hades player is so delayed. My opinions here have moved such that I think that Oranos' best plan here has got to be to grab the 3 town centers on a low hunt map. Don't build any Murmillo. Don't build any Terma. Just go straight to the heroic age. Throw down more barracks, throw down your palace, and then start making yourself those destroyers and archers. That way, you're going to have a very, very fun time in this game. Obviously, you give a lot of the map off to your Hades opponent, but you will be able to have an incredibly strong timing against the 2 town center opening of a Hades player. But we'll see what's going to happen here. As these Oracle Scouts going to be getting taken out over here, as 3antozz is thinking he might want to grab that third town center. Right now, he's got himself 9 farms up, a couple of farms in the base, 11 farms, a little bit of goat left. So he's got plenty of resources. Town centers are all up for Tigerboss. Tigerboss is struggling just a little bit to keep his citizens going there, as they're just starting up right now. So he's possibly spending a little bit too much food there into those Murmillos, slowing his economy down just a little bit. As the army going to be pulling back, the villagers on this gold mine feeling a little bit unsafe right now, as 3antozz will have to pull away. He does have a whole bunch of these Toxotes here, which might not be the most useful of units here. We'll see how those are going to go, but he does force Tigerboss back for the time being. He sees the units out, so he knows that no cheeky fast heroics or fast mythics off this 2-town center are coming. So he's going to be able to figure out what he can do now moving forward. As more military barracks are up here for Tigerboss. He's not building any units anymore, which I absolutely love, because it means he's going to the heroic age. And this is kind of what I was saying. Like, he's built a couple of units. He's just made sure that 3antozz was actually building stuff. And he sees the army and he's like, I can't beat that army. There's no way that an Oranos army in the classical age deals with this Hades army, especially with restoration. So Tigerboss going to pull back. And the only thing he's got to worry about now, and it is a real fact, is his gold getting starved while he's trying to set up this Destroyer Arcus composition. It's going to be really, really tight here. But we see 3antozz grabbing a third town center. They are on the way now for Tigerboss. And this is where things get really, really spicy, ladies and gentlemen. We do see the Pegasus scouting around, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. He will see the armory. He's going to see those farms up. I like this Pegasus from 3antozz. Get some ideas about what your opponent's doing. The question is, once you know what he's doing, what do you do? Those are the big questions there, as we do see a military barracks coming down. Now, I have seen some players go in for Contarius here. Contarius seems to be a relatively popular unit in this matchup, but feel like it's just not the way to go. And we'll see if that's going to be the instance here from Tigerboss, or if he's going to try something a little bit different there. As they are just about to pop here. Plenty of resources in the bank for Tigerboss. He's at 26 villagers, or citizen, I should say. It looks like he's got 2 hero citizen as well. So he's just got a couple more citizen to come out of these town centers, or maybe one. There it is, 27. As the army looking in here to start targeting down the villagers of Tigerboss. And Tigerboss, simply put, just going to retreat back, throw down his palaces, and start moving in to the Destroyer composition. He is making a handful of Contarius here. Personally, not the biggest fan of the Contarius in this matchup. You know your opponent is making hoplites. You know your opponent has got the Hippocon out. So those Contarius, they're going to have to bash through so many melee units to get to those Toxotes. So we do see the citizen getting pushed off of that gold mine, getting very, very greedy out in the middle of nowhere there. 3antozz going to be happy about that pick there, as the citizen's going to be retreating into the sentry tower, getting away from that one, as the palace up now for Tigerboss to defend on this position. The units are in here as well. The citizen can very, very simply just garrison away into the manor, as the walls continuing up over here. He does find one citizen there, catches that one out, as another citizen trying to get the walls up there, but doesn't quite manage to do so. Snipes one of those Hippocon before retreating out, or getting out of there. Nice play from 3antozz to find that low HP citizen. So we're starting to see the walls coming up. Apollo coming through. 3antozz is in full swing here. Tigerboss at full population as well, but what can he do with it is the big question. He is going up through Helios. No Tartarian gate here at all. He is not caring. He's going for the Helios. He's going for the Vortex play. And we'll see how it's going to work for him. He does have the Vortex to deal with the Apollo, which is a big, big plus. He's also going to have the access to Super Siege to deal with the enemy Heliopoli. But is he going to have the answer to deal with potential Colossus spammage that can come through for Hades? As we've got some time here for 3antozz to get to that next age, as well, as we are seeing the walls getting broken down. A couple of units are sitting in position to defend here. Tigerboss has to keep spending his resource. I'm not sure exactly what he's holding up here. He doesn't have medium infantry. He doesn't have medium archers just yet. Lots of resources in the bank here to be spending and getting further and further ahead as these villagers on this gold mine. Got to be a little bit careful about the position they are in, as 3antozz getting some good damage done here. Fortified town centers and heavy cavalry just about through for Tigerboss. So he's going to be able to get quite a few units out very, very fast here. As the army coming through to start putting some pressure over here, the Stymphalian bird getting targeted down by the Toxotes. It's very rare you see a Stymphalian bird actually get taken out by Toxotes, but the units are now on this position. Half the population sharing the sides on both locations there. And Tigerboss, he's got to be feeling this problem. There's this huge problem he's got in this game. And the problem is, how is he going to win this game? The answer has to be get himself the 4 town center advantage. He's got to send villagers forward to help out on this fight here. The villagers popping off of this location, trying to retreat away, as it does look like the town center will most likely fall. Fortified town centers isn't in just yet for 3antozz. No masons just yet, as the town center does get torn down. But we've seen this time and time again from Hades players. 2 town centers and fortified town centers, good economy, more than enough to hold on. We still haven't seen any citizen pushing through here for Tigerboss. So he's not going to be able to hold this location, in all honesty. He's got plenty of resources in the bank. Some armory upgrades wouldn't go astray. Some line upgrades wouldn't go astray. 3antozz, on the other hand, he desperately needs to just go to the Mythic Age himself here. Earthquake or Artemis or Hephaestus wouldn't be a bad idea here in order to help him push out, as Tigerboss now, he's looking for another location to take out. He pulls the army back ever so slightly, targets into the hometown center where Achilles is getting trained. How long on the fortified town center? It is finished here. This means the town center is going to be living for quite a lot longer here as the Hecagigantes slams the ground, gets onto the town center. The town center is going to be getting taken down very, very fast. Meanwhile, we see the other town center going up. Secrets of the Titans is on the way right now for Tigerboss, as 3antozz, he's casting the Restoration to try and hold onto this town center, but it will be going down. Now, Tigerboss, he needs to retreat away from here, or maybe he can take the fight for a little bit and repopulate elsewhere, but he just spent a lot of resources onto the Secrets of the Titans. Heavy archers coming through as well. The question really right now should be, can 3antozz get to the Mythic Age here through Artemis and deal with this Titan Gate, which Tigerboss wants to create here? As he's trying to retreat out, he loses every single one of those units. He's picked off 2 town centers for this army. Is that worth it, is the big question, as the units starting to gear up on this location here. Honestly, I would really like to see the Titan Gate get cancelled here and just spend all the resources on heavy infantry, champion archers, or something like that, plus placing more palace down on this position to push through here to try and grab this town center. But he clicks the Titan Gate right in the middle of the map here. 3antozz has got time right now to get to the Mythic Age, drop a nuke on this Titan Gate, and erase it from the map. The question is he going to choose to do that, or does he go for the and potentially not actually kill the Titan Gate, or what, as he does go for the Underworld, going straight in onto this position right now. The villagers coming through the Titan Gate here, 3,000 HP at this moment. The Hecagigantes are going to be jumping straight onto the Underworld passage, as well as the Titan Gate. He's at 4,000 HP. We see the Pegasus coming onto this position as well. Artemis is going to be on the way. 3antozz's plan here is very, very simple, but the Underworld passage is not going to be able to survive here. The Titan Gate is going up incredibly fast. 3antozz's army gets absolutely erased here. He didn't have any siege to push through on this position to really deal any serious damage to that Titan Gate. And the Titan Gate is going to be living with a significant amount of HP here. Remember, Earthquake does around about 10,000 damage. So the Titan Gate here, if it's above 10,000 HP, there's no worries here for Tigerboss. The thing is that If 3antozz can get the Earthquake onto this position fast enough to prevent the Titan from coming up, which I'm not actually sure he's going to be able to do at this point. But if he can delay the Titan Gate, get his own Titan Gate out, and potentially defend here. But at this point, he's only on 26 favor, and he's going to be in for a difficult game after all is said and done. 70% of the way here for Tigerboss. The Artemis for 3antozz, 80% of the way through. We do see the Pegasus over here. Looks like it will be getting taken down. Do we have any units through to drop that Earthquake? It looks like not just yet. Whether or not 3antozz even wants to utilize his Earthquake on that Titan Gate remains to be seen. Now, there is another option here to drop the Hesperids tree down on this to defend, as the army is looking it's looking like he's not going to get line of sight. 98%, 99%, 100% there as Tigerboss gets his Titan out, and 3antozz going to be kicking himself for not picking the more Titan defensive Major God Hephaestus here in this game. So the Destroyer's countering those Toxotes, tanking a ton here as the Titan walks straight by, not even bothering with those Toxotes as he does move in. The Toxotes don't get moved away there fast, and a whole bunch of them falling to one slam into the ground there as Tigerboss here takes down the Petropolis there as well with that ground slam attack animation. Bronze Shield's on the way right now for 3antozz as he's going to be trying to take out this Titan as best as he can. Heliopoli starting to stream out of the fortress. More heroes coming through here to deal with the Titan as these, look at the damage that comes in. That's so much damage onto a Titan from the Heliopolis. That's what makes Greek so absurdly good in this game, as we do see the Earthquake getting dropped onto the top side of the map. A Hero Contarius out for Tigerboss to try and deal with this one, as the Chimera looks like it's just about to be falling there. It's going to be surviving with maybe 71 HP. If it doesn't retreat through the gate, it will be getting taken out as it does fall there. The Titan now pushing in onto this position, going to be going straight after that town center. 3antozz has got himself a little bit of time to push in and deny this town center from going back up. If I'm Tigerboss, I place a palace down, then I place the town center down. It's the standard way to play. You have to go for those sorts of things. 3antozz kind of just ignoring the Titan for the time being, pushing through here. Basically, Tigerboss needs to kill off a town center to equalize on the population on this area. Plus, he needs his town center back up. So right now, he is minus 40 population in terms of effective military he can use to defend on this position. But 3antozz now dropped down 20 population. He's getting himself champion archers. 3antozz has got plenty of resources in the bank. Those Toxotes all getting taken down on that position. We do see a random citizen over here just hanging out as Tigerboss now moving through. He is going to be sending some units in onto this position. Like we said, this was going to be something he was going to do. This is why I suggest building a palace first in these positions. If you are the Atlantean player, though, we might be able to see the town center going up with 8 citizens rebuilding it. Handful of units coming through here for Tigerboss to defend it. He's going to start losing a handful of citizens, but to me, it looks like the town center will go up, and that's going to be a huge win for Tigerboss. As now the Titan roaming in to the home town center. We do see the Perseus queued up. It's sitting at 99%, no population in the bank there. Town center already back up for 3antozz. Now, question time. What's better? Do you go for the 2 town centers, knowing you're never going to be able to kill 2 town centers at once? Or do you stay on 1 town center and just keep that town center down for good? Those are the questions to ask. There's houses over here. There's stuff you can kill while you're waiting. Obviously, the army going to be doing a little bit more damage to your Titan if you stay in the same place. But you're not going to be running back and forth over and over again. As we do see Tigerboss now going to be taking this out. One big thing that Tigerboss has done by moving to this home town center is he's taken out all the farms on both of these town centers, which is a big, big win for him. But Tigerboss's Titan will fall here in this game. I assure you that 3antozz here will be able to take this Titan down. And the problem is, for Atlantean, if you lose your Titan, your opponent can get out their own Titan. And how do you defend against that ends up being the big question here, as the army still pushing through here for 3antozz. He's still getting good trades on that one. We do see the units pushing into the top side of the map here. I would love to see Tigerboss sending some villagers forward to drop the buildings onto this position. Obviously, right now, Tigerboss's economy here is hurting quite significantly. The Titan is down now to 3,000 HP here in this game, as it's taken out 3 town centers total. Hasn't even taken out that fortress over there. More Heliopoli are coming in, but we are now seeing Tigerboss. He's finally realizing if he brings his army in to help with the Titan, it's going to be a really difficult time to actually start taking it out. As the units are in, the hero is able to take out those myth units here, as we are going to be seeing Tigerboss's Titan now moving on to a different position, could go into the hometown center or else, as we see 3antozz's army now looking to hit the gold mine, but a palace is going to be coming up here for Tigerboss. This is a vital location for Tigerboss to be holding, and the palace here is going to be a big help, but there's just not that many units here for Tigerboss to defend, as the Titan coming back in onto the hometown center with 4 Heliopoli plus the heroes. I wouldn't be surprised if this Titan falls in a very short moment here. But we do see the units now coming through here to start targeting down the villagers that are in this position. 3antozz is still sitting at a healthy 80 villagers. He is playing this defense very nicely here, as the Titan just about to take this town center out. Nice vortexes in to take out all of the Heliopoli here, but this town center is going to be coming back up as well. Meanwhile, the villagers have been pushed off the gold mine here. Tigerboss does have this gold mine left on this position. It's only got 150 gold left in it. This gold mine over here is also an option for Tigerboss, as we do see a cheeky shockwave coming in as the units are going to come over here to try and take out the villagers. 3antozz, for the first time in this game, has found himself in a very difficult position. The Titan also has managed to get away from those Heliopoli, I should say, as the heroes not out at this point. We do see the Chiron coming in. The heroes trying to get out to deal with this Titan, as the Ajax does pop here, but this town center going to be falling. This town center not going to be able to come back up, as Tigerboss here is now going to be able to find himself having a significant advantage here in terms of population. If he can kill this town center and keep it down, that is. But in that moment here, we do see 3antozz has now got himself out a Heliopolis, as the Titan getting closer and closer to falling here in this game. As the villagers trying to get back onto this gold mine, the gold just about up. We see 0 trade route at this point here for Tigerboss, so he desperately needs gold here, ladies and gentlemen, but he is sitting at 160 of 160 pop. He can sell that wood that he's got in the bank there as much as he likes, as the town center going to be getting shot back up. No units in position to stop that one, so the Titan going into a lower and lower position here in terms of HP. We also haven't, he's not in the right god for Mythic Rejuvenation, so if you're wondering why the Atlantean player has not got Mythic Rejuvenation, it's because he didn't go through Hecate, he went through Helios. So there you go. Little known facts about the game. As we do see the units now coming up. The Titan going to be bashing the ground over there, moving up to the top side of the map, going to start taking down these military buildings and everything else there. As the army going to be checking out on this position. The fortress doing a little bit of damage there as well. As the Titan coming up here, we still have not seen Tigerboss making a move to throw any sort of forward buildings down onto this position. We are seeing more units coming out over here. The heroes getting good damage done. Got some army coming in onto the bottom side of the map, getting a little bit of raid action happening here, as finally Tigerboss back onto his gold mine. I'd love to see some trade started. I'd love to see some buildings. He hasn't got any upgrades for his infantry units here either. I'd love to see that coming in. Would be a huge help here in this game, as the villagers in this corner getting taken down. But 3antozz here, he's got 60 villagers remaining. He's at 120 of 120 population. The Keka Gigante's about to fall here, as I don't know where he's going with this Titan, but 1500 HP worth of Titan. I don't know if it's as good as having an extra 20 population if you're just going to run away with it. That is, it's just a lot of wasted population there, as the Titan going to come back in onto this position, could potentially take down these military buildings on this position here to give Tigerboss a little bit more gold. As we're seeing where he's going to go with these citizens, he might be trying to grab this town center for himself. We'll see if he's going to be able to make that happen, as the fortress does manage to come up, and Tigerboss says, "Wonder. What are you going to do about it?" Wonder time here for Tigerboss, saying, I don't know if I can actually beat the Hades completely here, because he just doesn't know. So why not throw the Wonder down? He's got the resources. We see the Citizen coming in onto this position over here. But the question actually is, does he really have the resources? As the villagers here, they're going to get pushed back. The gold mine over here, that's going to expire. There's no trade route here for Tigerboss. And this here is 3,000 resources worth of upgrades or buildings, palace, a myriad of different things could be utilized here. As we do see the villagers coming in onto this position, Tigerboss here is going to be able to take those down with 1 or 2 bashes, as 3antozz kind of losing his mind here in this game a little bit, as he's not able to get his town center back up fast enough. He's getting more heroes out. That Titan's still alive. Units still coming through here. The Citizen's still here. Tigerboss, I love this play here to throw that Wonder up and just say, I'm here. I'm going to win this game, whether I win it through brute force or simply just being able to be that far in front in terms of resources here, as the army still pushing in. We've got 800 HP left of Titan here that is still causing issues for 3antozz. Tigerboss right now, while he has spent 3,000 resources on this Wonder, while he has spent those resources, he's now spending 5 Citizen, which is equal to 15 villagers in terms of gather time there or income there. But 3antozz at this point, he's only on 41 villagers. So Tigerboss's income at this point, even with the villagers over here getting taken out or whatever happened here, even with that, Tigerboss is still in front in terms of income. As the Titan now, 600 HP remaining, 500 HP remaining. Chiron getting sniped down from afar there with those Arcus. Nice play from Tigerboss. The Ajax also going to be going down as well, as the Heliopoli moving, rolling in to take down the Titan. The Titan's got 300 HP remaining here. And the big question is, will he get the town center? Answer, most likely here, as 3antozz loses his Titan. Loses his town center, but Tigerboss is Titan. 160 HP remaining. That's it, as it is now falling, and that is that's all she wrote for the Titan. 3antozz is now on a timer. The timer is, he's got to get his own Titan out, but not in this order. He's got to get his town centers back. He's got to get his economy back. He's at 37 villages here. 37 villages. Why is he on 37 villages? Because he's had one town center for ages, and he's been losing villages like it's been going out of fashion. As we see the villagers all now jumping onto this Wonder. Tigerboss says, look, if I can't beat you, I'm gonna beat you if I can't beat you. As he's found a way through the unstoppable Hades, which is get far enough ahead in economy and drop a Wonder, apparently. And so we'll see if 3antozz at this point can fight his way back from an 85 to 160 population deficit here. The Dryad getting taken out on this position. And we'll see how it's all going to go, as the units waiting, watching, looking, seeing, doing. More buildings coming down. Tigerboss, honestly, at this point, he can easily take this location. He can take this spot. He obviously has only got 4,000 gold left in this gold mine. He still hasn't started a trade route, so that's going to be another very important thing for 3antozz as well. I haven't been noticing this, but 3antozz at this point, he doesn't have any gold. 3antozz has got 0 gold in the bank. I didn't realize he's out of gold mines. He's got a trade route. He started it up, but I mean, he doesn't have the food to really create that much. He's got 2 donkey caravans. I'm going to say every caravan but the right one. He's got 2 donkey caravans here, as now the units roaming into this location, going to be taking out those villages as best as he possibly can. 3antozz sitting on the back here, as the Wonder just about finished, and the beautiful Atlantean Wonder rearing its ugly head for the first time in this tournament. Boom! The palace, whatever you want to call it, it's up. It's up. 10 minutes from now, that's all Tigerboss needs to hold on to. But the problem is not just holding on to that Wonder here. Tigerboss is also going to be pushing forward. This is a very, very unique situation. Generally speaking, we see the Wonder go down as a desperation move to win the game. Very rarely do we get to see a Wonder put down in while you're going aggressive at the same time, as the Arcus pushing forward, taking down those units as best they possibly can. This Tymphalian bird flying overhead, taking down a storehouse for some reason, but can definitely help out in these fights as well. 3antozz at this point, 43 villagers, 5 donkey caravans. The army here, not cut out to hold, and 3antozz in that position, taps out, and Tigerboss gets the dub here with an incredible display of Oranos proficiency here. Ladies and gentlemen, this had strategy, this had thought process, this had everything that an Atlantean player is not. This had, as Tigerboss shows everyone how it's done in the Atlantean versus Hades matchup. My golly gosh, what a game there by Tigerboss. 3antozz was doing it all correctly in terms of Hades' theory here. He didn't quite get that earthquake off on the Titan Gate to slow it down like I would have liked. Had he got that earthquake down to just slow the Titan Gate enough, he potentially could have either A, gotten out his own Titan Gate, or B, simply just gotten out a ton more Heliopolis, a ton more defenses, and been able to deal with the Titan in a much more timely manner. But didn't do it, put the earthquake down on the town center, could not keep the town center down, and from then on, Tigerboss was able to find himself an advantage in this game. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.